Many years ago, in a town called Abukubi, everyone was waiting for the wedding of the year. The kind of wedding that makes the aunties iron their lace 2 weeks early and the uncles practice their dance steps in front of the mirror. The kind that makes even enemies greet each other just so they can be seen smiling in pictures. Ashele and Richard were supposed to be that perfect couple. Young, good-looking and successful. They were like the kind of people you see on Instagram holding hands at Labadi Beach during sunset, posting with captions like, "My forever." But what happened the night before their wedding, Let me just say, nobody has still recovered from it. Not the family, not the church, not even the caterer who cried more than the bride's mother. Ashele and Richard had what everyone called a fairy tale love. They met at church. Yes, the classic Christian love story. She was in the choir, her voice like honey. He was in the media team, adjusting microphones that didn't need adjusting just to talk to her. They started dating, and from there, everything looked perfect. They posted Bible quotes with matching pictures. Their pre-wedding photos went viral. Ashele in a flowing blue gown, Richard lifting her as if she weighed nothing more than a feather. The caption read, "Two hearts, one destiny. #RichAsh2025. The whole community was counting down to that wedding. Even the primary school kids were saying, "I'm going to Auntie Ashele's wedding." It was that serious. Friday evening, the night before the big day, the compound was buzzing with excitement. Aunties were shouting, "Bring the cooler here. Who carried the plantain? Somebody tell the MC to stop drinking, oh." Madam Rose, the caterer, was sweating buckets. "Hey, who sent me to cook for 500 people? She muttered, stirring a pot of jollof, so big it could hide a small child. The aroma of jollof rice alone could make a grown man forget his fasting. Neighbors passed by pretending to help, but were really just tasting the stew. Ashele's friends had come from Kumasi, Pram Pram, even Koforidra. The bridesmaids were all practicing their entry walk with ring lights and TikTok music. The groomsmen were already drunk on palm wine, saying they were just testing it to make sure it was strong enough for the next day. Ashele was in her room, sitting in front of her mirror. Her white gown hung by the window like a ghost waiting for its moment. But Ashele's reflection looked off. Her eyes were distant, her lips trembling. She was supposed to be happy, but she looked like someone waiting for bad news. Her best friend, Amma, bounced into the room with her usual energy. "Hey, bride to be, why your face like you lost your dowry? Tomorrow you'll be Mrs. Richard Mensah." Ashley forced a smile. "I know, Amma. I should be excited." Amma rolled her eyes. "Should? You mean you are? You've been planning this wedding since Adam. What's wrong?" Ashley sighed. "Amma, have you ever felt like everyone is happy for you, but you are not sure you are happy for yourself?" Amma frowned. Ashele, stop talking like a motivational speaker. Are you okay?" Ashele turned, her eyes watery. "Amma, I don't think Richard is the man destined for me." Amma froze like a statue. You what?" Ashele whispered. "He's a good man, kind, gentle, everything a woman should want, but something feels missing. I've been pretending for months." Amma looked around, then whispered, "Ashele, you are saying this the night before your wedding. You want to trend for the wrong reasons?" Ashele buried her face in her hands. "I just can't explain it. Every time I imagine walking down the aisle tomorrow, I feel trapped." Amma rubbed her forehead. My friend, pray. Because if you run, I'll run too. The way your mother will chase both of us, it won't be funny." They both laughed a little, but the laughter didn't last long. The air felt heavy, like something was about to break. Earlier that morning, she overheard a conversation between Richard and his best man. They were laughing about how she was too soft and that marrying her was just for show. She heard Richard say, "Once we are married, she will have no choice. She will do as I say." Ashele's heart broke that moment. She realized she didn't know the man she was about to marry. All the sweet words, all the promises suddenly felt like lies wrapped in gold. She tried to pray, but her spirit felt heavy. That night, just past midnight, Ashele couldn't sleep. She lay in bed, wide awake, thinking about everything: the flowers, the vows, the guests, and the fact that none of it felt right. Then came a knock. 3 slow, gentle knocks. Ko, ko, ko. She sat up quickly. Everyone in the house was asleep. The generators were off. The air was still. She whispered, "Who's there?" No answer. She stood up slowly, tiptoed to the door, and peeked through the curtain. An old woman was standing there. She wore a plain wrapper, her hair grey like ash, and her eyes glowed faintly in the moonlight. "Good evening, my daughter," the woman said softly. "Why do you tremble when your spirit already knows what to do?" Ashele's heart skipped. "Who are you?" The woman smiled faintly. "Just a messenger. I came to tell you that not every crown is meant for your head. Some crowns are made of pain disguised as gold." Ashele stepped back scared. "What are you talking about?" The woman's voice deepened. "You know what I mean. You are standing at the door of a life that doesn't belong to you. Don't enter it." Ashele blinked. When she opened her eyes again, the woman was gone. Just the quiet night remained. She tried to convince herself it was a dream, but deep inside, she knew something was telling her to stop. Morning came too quickly. The sun rose, the drum started, and the house was alive with shouts, laughter, and perfume. "Ashele, wake up. It's your day," her mother called, knocking on her door. No answer. She knocked again. Ashele, still no answer. Her mother opened the door and screamed. The gown was still there, hanging untouched, but the bed was empty. Ashele was gone. Within seconds, the whole house erupted in panic. "Check the backyard. Call the driver. Maybe she went to the salon." Within minutes, the compound turned into chaos. The groom's family arrived confused. The MC didn't know whether to start cracking jokes or to run home. One auntie shouted, "A spiritual attack, oh! Somebody get anointing oil." The caterer, Madam Rose, dropped her spoon and started crying. Who will eat all this jollof now?" Amma stood frozen, her phone buzzing non-stop. Then, around 11 a.m., she got a message. "Amma, please tell everyone I'm fine. I can't marry Richard. I need to find peace first. Please forgive me." Amma read it aloud. The room went silent. Richard just stood there. No tears, no anger, just silence. Then he whispered, "If peace took her away, may peace keep her." By evening, Abokobi was buzzing with gossip. Some said Ashele had run away with a rich man. Others said she had gone mad. The old women at the market said they knew Ashele never loved Richard. The news spread like wildfire. Memes started circulating online. When your bride elopes and leaves only the gown, the DJ, who had been paid in advance, still came and played love songs. Out of pity, people danced anyway. After all, the food was already cooked. Richard sat quietly under the tent, staring at the half-eaten wedding cake. His best man said, "Bro, are you okay?" He smiled. "She didn't betray me. It's not like I really loved her. It was because she does as I said." Is that not what the Bible called submissiveness? "I'm handsome and can easily find a wife soon. I'm not bothered." His best man responded, "I hope you find a woman as good as Ashele." 2 years passed. Life moved on, as it always does. Richard had not found any calm woman to marry. Instead, some of the ladies he tried dating showed him kivo pepper, while others showed him sankofa pepper mixed with ginger. He realized he had lost a gem in Ashele. Ashele moved to Cape Coast, joined a small church, and began counseling young women who felt lost in relationships. She stopped chasing love and started chasing purpose. One day, they met by accident at a wedding, of all places. Ashele froze when she saw him. "Richard," he smiled. "Ashele, it's been a while." She nodded. I'm sorry for everything." He looked at her kindly. "You don't owe me an apology. I just hope you are happy." She smiled softly. "I am. I finally understand peace." He said softly, "I'm sorry I took your love for granted. Amma told me why you left. Please forgive me." They talked for a few minutes, then parted with no bitterness, just gratitude. Amma, who saw it all, likes to tell the story to young brides. She says, "Sometimes love doesn't have to end with I do. Sometimes it ends with understanding. Sometimes even the most beautiful day can be the wrong one. Listen to your heart, not your hashtag." She reminds them that it's better to disappoint a crowd for one day than to live a lifetime in regret. And so, my friends, the story of Ashele and Richard became a legend in Abukubi. Don't marry for appearance. The loudest weddings don't always have the happiest homes. Listen to your inner peace. Sometimes, silence is God's voice. Marriage without truth is just decoration. It may look fine, but it won't last. Redemption is real. You can start over, even after a public mistake. Be brave enough to walk away when your soul feels trapped. Better a broken wedding than a broken life. Peace is priceless, and sometimes the wedding that never happens might be the biggest blessing of all. And that, my friends, was the wedding that never happened. If your heart ever feels uneasy before a big decision, listen, because sometimes the loudest voice comes from silence. What will you have done in Ashele's shoes? Tell us in the comment section. This is African Folktales with Daavi, where we bring you stories filled with laughter, mystery, and wisdom for the modern African soul. Don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to this channel, because the next story might just make you question what you call love. Until the next story, bye-bye.